Hi, moms and dads. Welcome back. This is From Another Mother with Alicia Hogan Murphy. Hope you're doing well. I am sitting here in my home office and it is very quiet and peaceful. There is no one home but me and the dog, which start the school year is not unusual, but in the summertime, there's almost always somebody coming or going or staying, or which I love too. But sometimes it's nice to just be in the quiet. And I do have a lot to do today, but I'm taking a little break here to visit with you. I'd like to talk today a little bit about signs. I have always been a big believer in signs. And by that I mean whatever is meant to be, que sera, sera. That there's a grand plan for each person in this world. Some people don't look at things that way, but I've always found that as I move through my day and even my life, little signs guide me and direct me along the way in the right direction. A couple months ago, I applied for a writing job, and I was so sure that this job was perfect for me. I was the best fit. I had experience that went with it. I was so excited about the application and the possibility of having this writing position, and it didn't pan out, which was disappointing, but I chose to look at it as there's something else I'm supposed to be doing. So, I continue to do all the things that I enjoy doing professionally and personally. My newest one is this with you. I'm enjoying it a lot. I hope you are too. But it was good for me to kind of have that mindset. Okay, this is a sign it wasn't meant to be. I'm not supposed to be doing that position right now. On another facet, I guess, another part of the idea of signs, I have a wind chime that my cousins gave to me when my dad passed away, and it is hanging right outside my kitchen window, and I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. I told you I like to bake. I'm in there a lot. I think most moms spend a good amount of time in the kitchen, and whenever I hear that wind chime going, I say, "Hi, Dad." I feel like it's a visit from him. I choose to believe that. It's something that makes me feel good. And a couple months ago, I was in the kitchen and I was thinking about a piece of myself that I wasn't happy with at the time. Didn't feel like I was being my best self. And I remember I was home alone and I was making something in the kitchen and I was thinking about this thing. And I said out loud, I really gotta work on this. And with that, the wooden piece of the wind chime that says "in memory of John Hogan, my dad," banged against the window, and the chimes started going. And I looked out the window and I said, "Oh, all right, Dad, you think I need to work on this too? Well, I'm gonna try." So I do believe that signs can help us. Along the way, I feel like they've helped me stay grounded. Grounded. Look, I'm here to tell you, I'm a hot mess in a lot of ways. So and those you will find as we go through, I will unpack a lot of somewhat personal things about myself in the spirit of being very transparent as a mom. I will share some of those things in this forum on this channel. But for now, I will just say that looking for signs is one way that helps me keep things in perspective and try to stay kind of centered whenever possible, because it isn't always easy. As we've talked about, parenting can be tough. Several years ago, I wrote this book. It's called Motherhood, Insert Humor Here, The Infant and Toddler Years. And basically, it is an anecdotal account of a lot of things that my husband and I experienced as our kids were in the infant and toddler years. And I'm currently working now on school age years and the teenage years, which would be teenage years, that'll be a doozy. But it's supposed to be hopefully relatable, hopefully a little bit funny. But the biggest message is that we are not alone as parents in this journey that we are all on in parenting. We're not alone. And it's important if we, in some of the stories in here, we really put ourselves out there in sharing. And I think it's important to share as parents. I think sometimes we get trapped in not wanting to tell other parents that we do certain things have happened in our house because we're afraid we're going to be judged. But I think when we do share, we will find that others have experienced the same craziness, nightmares, whatever it may be. I used to belong to a mom's club when my kids were very little, and there was this one day that a bunch of moms were meeting at Chick-fil-A because they had this indoor playground. And I didn't want to go to the meeting because I was having such a bad mom day. I just felt like a failure as a mom. I just didn't want to be social, but I made myself go because I knew it would be good for my kids and hopefully good for me, but if not, I'd push through it. Getting them out to be social too. And we were all sitting around the table talking, and somebody said to me, "You're quiet today, Alicia." And so I said, "Oh, I'm just not having the greatest day." And somebody said, "Well, what's going on?" So to be honest with you, I don't even know what was going on specifically at that time. I just know I was feeling it. And I shared. Those moms quietly rallied around me, and some of them said, "Oh, I know, I've been there. I've had that feeling too." Some of them said, "Oh gosh, I'm so sorry you're feeling that way. Please reach out later today if you want to talk, or anytime you're feeling this way." And it was so helpful. So I think it's good for us to share ourselves and put ourselves out there. Today, I had somebody a very special friend who's been watching the channel, and she reached out to me to let me know that she's enjoying it. Thank you. And I had mentioned that I like to walk in the mornings, and she said, "Have you ever noticed when you first go out for the walk, there's a little twitter of birds, a little chirping, but as you keep going, the volume gets louder and louder?" And she said, "I always tell my friends, keep moving and life gets loud." And I just loved that. And I did look for that sign today when I was walking. And I did think of, if I keep moving, how can life get louder for me? How can it get, better? And I just think that's so important. So today, I wish you some peaceful moments, quiet moments. And I hope you will see signs in your day and in your life that make you feel joy. Thanks again for tuning in. And please join me. Feel free to share the channel with anyone who you might think would enjoy it or benefit from it. And I will see you again next time. Have a great day.